by your reaction.
Stronger than before. Much stronger.
They can strike us like that. We're close. Almost close enough to strike back.
Dominated. Controlled. Crowned.
Spot for an ambush. Should mind my step.
Devour.
I will ascend. Taking a look.
No gloom, all doom.
Bye forever, pal.
Can we fight now? Who is not used to this taking of turns?
Forever dauntless.
Talk to me.
Cutting to the chase.
These creatures were not themselves. Corruption is in the air. It infects everything it touches.
Action, not reaction. There's no time to waste.
Never a dull moment.
Thrall.
honest. Still alive, so that's progress. Drawing close.
This is it, my friend. One last battle to decide all.
We draw near to the beast's den, where it will be most desperate. I need no tadpole to feel that much.
Deathly silence. The air is stale and putrid.
It's close. Have the stones ready.
Your blood slows. Your senses strung so tight they could snap in an instant.
You think you know why you are here. You think that by killing the Chosen and taking the Netherstones, you can destroy me. You are wrong.
It's messing with your mind. Don't listen to it. Use the stones. By eliminating Ketheric, Orin, and Gortash, you have simply unbound me. Exactly as I intended. The crown is now mine to command. Mine alone. Don't listen to it. Focus on the crown.
my weakness. It is what made me what I am. I needed the crown to build an army. I needed the Chosen to bring it to me. They would not have surrendered it freely, so I gave them what they wanted. Power. Just enough that they would play their part in my design. Their part has ended. The next orders will be mine.
I won't allow it. Again, dominate it.
And you had your role to play too. Who do you think told the Chosen about the Astral Prism? Who do you think planted the knowledge of Orpheus's power and the fear of what it could do? When the Chosen sent my thralls to retrieve the prism, who do you think let the Emperor slip its leash, knowing it would be the one to bring you to me?
We were part of its plan.
I only needed one Netherstone loosened from the Chosen's grasp to guarantee my freedom. You brought all three back to me. In doing so, you have liberated me. This was your role, and it is complete. Now you will witness the grand design.
No, we cannot give up. Not after all we've been through.
This is not over.
you out just in time. The situation is worse than I thought. This is an Elder Brain, no longer. The magic of the crown has caused it to evolve. It has become something more. A nether brain. I thought so too, but that was when I believed it was still an Elder Brain. It has been anticipating our every move from the start. I underestimated it. We will need to rethink our plan.
Seems the Brain's more reluctant to let go of the crown than we anticipated. Separating the crown from that monstrosity will be harder than we imagined. It might be time to reconsider our strategy. Seems the Brain's more... Separating the crown...
The Netherbrain believes it will rise victorious, but it could never predict the extent of our might and the strength of our bond. But first, we must attend to the captive prince. Let there be no doubt. We will take the hammer, and we will free Orpheus. The Prince of the Comet will soar, and the age of Vlaakith will be ended. The Emperor deserves no more than a blade in its belly. But go ahead, waste your words on the Geich. I will be watching closely for what you do next.
I really thought the stones were going to work. Our options are getting slimmer and slimmer. I can't say for sure. But we've come through a lot already. It would hardly do to fail now. Oh, as well as can be expected when facing down the end of the world.
Go to Orpheus's
Come. We are not beaten yet. I have no idea. Besides, we're coming back. This is not my first time. I have been wrong every time.
There I was thinking we were finally about to put an end to all of this. Too good to be true, I suppose. I do. Think of all we've been through Let's just stay shoulder to shoulder and see this through. Honestly, I think self-reflection may be the enemy just now. I can't afford to lose my nerve. Safer to just not think and keep forging ahead. Hardly. We're going to win this. Understand? But no sense missing the opportunity. I'll look forward to the next last kiss. And the one after that.
I knew we hadn't seen the last of this place. Come, let's hear what the Emperor has to say. I can't say we've much of a choice. Courage, insight, they are the shields that protect us from the Netherbrain's attacks, and the blades with which we will strike it. Suffering and hate can never prevail, for as long as we wield them. I knew we hadn't... that little voice in the back of our minds. All is lost, it cries out. And it's all too easy to believe it. There's only one good response to it. Shut the hell up. You are not just your fear and your doubts. You are your bravery and your valor, your skill and your strength. Let those voices drown out the others. They're the ones that will guide you to victory.
The Illithid lied about his nether pebbles. Only say the word, and Minsk will feed them to him. The Illithid lied.
I had hoped the stones would have ensured our victory by now, but it was not to be. Let us press on. This is not over while we still draw breath. With the end upon us? So long as I know we can. Think of all that we've already survived. Our foes...
Gods! We were so close, darling. Impossible odds. Fuck yes, soldier. I'm burning hard and fast and ready to fight a big old brain. What were we doing again?
Keep your distance, darling.
Can't give up now.
I have assessed our encounter with the Netherbrain from every angle. I know why we failed. The problem was not the stones. The problem was you. You can make only one move at a time, but the Netherbrain calculates every possible move at once. It knows what you will do. It knows everything you could possibly do. You cannot outmaneuver it. To defeat it, you would have to think like an Illithid. Better yet, be one. Your mind is not capable of this. Mine is. You will give the stones to me. I will assimilate Orpheus, and then I will be able to leave this prison to face the brain.
Assimilate him? Skva! No! Now is the time to liberate him! Do not stand against me.
I will consume his thoughts, his knowledge, his brain.
So you would kill him? He is Gith's heir. You'd be the Githyanki people's betrayer. You'd be my betrayer.
I realize he is of some significance to you, but he is of even more value to our cause. In theory, yes. You have resisted such a fate so far, and this would be a complete evolution. And you will be an illithid for the rest of your days. Is this really something you would be willing to accept?
I could. I should. I have nothing to lose anymore. I'm burning up, burning out. But this is something I can still do. This is how I can help save the city I love.
Are none of you capable of thinking beyond yourselves? My people's future hangs in the balance, and you're clamoring to be martyrs. That you even entertain this geich shows you have learned nothing from our time together.
The Emperor may be a mind flayer, but we have needed all the help we've received. I don't think we should stop now.
We hold the means to free the Prince of the Comet. How is this even a debate?
Yes! Please.
Has everyone's brains leaked from their skulls? We took the Orphic Hammer for a reason. Think, indeed.
The Githyanki's power will see us through. One last time.
The Emperor might be right, but we're not out of options yet. Let me transform. I'm not long for this world. I can feel it. You can trust me to use the stones as we planned. To defeat the brain and nothing more. It's the perfect solution. Say you agree. Please. Soldier, my heart feels like a live grenade. Gonna blow any minute. You still have a life to live. I don't. If this is the end for me, let me be the motherfucker who saved the world. I trust you. Do what you think is right and I'll stand by you. But if you change your mind, just say so. I'm here. And I'm ready for whatever comes next. You can count on me, soldier. I can do this.
Mother Gith's only son has suffered long in his prison. Refuse the Emperor. Better yet, crush his revolting skull and let this prison be his grave. Then smash the crystals with the Orphic Hammer and free the Prince from his bonds. The Comet will guide us to a sure victory against the Brain. Shamar Sala Orpheus!
To take on the Flayer form, there must be another way to defeat the Brain, surely? If not, better we fight on anyway, and die beautiful!
A cruel choice lies before you. I can only speculate how you must feel. But I know that you, above all, are sure to make the right choice.
You can count on me, soldier.
An easy proposition for the Emperor to make, become a Mind Flayer. It has no soul to sacrifice. If it did, perhaps it would understand the weight of what it's asking of us, and why we might seek an alternative. I know we've been through this before, but our situation has changed since then. Not for the better. I think it's time we reconsider the orb. With its power, I could put an end to this whole thing. Crown, Netherbrain, Absolute. Everything. If I'm destined to die, I can think of worse ways. At least if I use the orb, I can ensure the brain dies with me. Do not mistake me, I want to live. But I've been careless enough with my life in the past. I can hardly stand by and watch you sacrifice yours. Once I'm in position, I'll ensure you are removed to a safe vantage point to watch the fireworks. You need not die alongside me, nor surrender your soul in becoming an illithid. I like the sound of that. Very well. We'll do this the old-fashioned way, then. Swords, spells, and sweat. Adventurous to the end. Whatever form it may take.
Suppose we can't claim to be shocked. The Emperor's wanted us to embrace our powers the whole time. This is the logical final step. I can't face the thought of it myself, though. I've only just been able to start living on my own terms. I can't surrender that. You're the only one who can make this decision. And whatever you choose, I'll be by your side. Suppose we can't...
So, we can't wield the stones unless one of us becomes an illithid. We could free the Gift Prince with the Orphic Hammer. Perhaps he'll have a bright idea. Huh. Maybe we should hand the stones over to the Emperor. Alas, you don't have any easy options. Personally, I'd use the hammer and take our chances with Orpheus. I'm most willing to lose him. A bold move. It's a gamble. But if we play this right, it could work well for us. All right? Let's see how this plays out.
I trust you and stand by you. However you choose, the blade is at the ready.
How convenient that the key to our salvation is the very corruption your illicit friend has been asking you to embrace all along.
This may be our last chance to...
A cruel choice lies before it, but I know that you...
To take up...
Make your choice.
I trust you have aired opinions and grievances and made your decision. Are you ready to become a Mind Flayer? I told you we have to trust one another. I told you the Githyanki would only want to kill you for what you are. Still, you choose to break our alliance. Even united, the Netherbrain was going to be an impossible enemy. But apart, we have no chance of survival. Very well. Since you will not work with me, you work against me. You leave me no option but to join the Netherbrain.
And I'm sure the Gift Prince would be glad to stretch his legs.
I wouldn't expect him to be very friendly after an eon of captivity.
The gate is gone. We must waste no more time. Take the hammer and smash the crystals binding the Prince of the Comet. And be careful. Do him any harm, and I will bisect you. Mercilessly, torturously, slowly.
There I was thinking we were finally about to put an end to all of this. Too good to be true, I suppose. I do. Think of... Let's just stay...
You've made your choice. And us with you, Sylvanas, spare us. The Princeling will save his people. Just not in the way he imagined.
And? Anything to say before the end of the world? Oh, as well as can be expected when fate... I can't say for sure.
I'm not sure I ever considered the Emperor an ally exactly, but even so, strange to know we're on our own at last. When? I'm glad you have such confidence. I don't dare to imagine. Ask me again when the Illithid scourge has been wiped from this city, and I'll have an answer for you.
I had hoped the stones would have ensured our victory by now, but it was not to be. Let us press on. This is not over while we still draw breath. With the end upon us?
Gods! We were so close, darling. Impossible odds. Fuck yes, soldier. I'm burning hard and fast and ready to fight a big old brain.
I knew we hadn't seen the last of this place. Come, let's hear what the Emperor has to say.
Let us away, friend. Minsk and Boo are at your back. Your slick and slippery back.
Anything on your mind?
There I was thinking we...
His eyes are unseeing, his voice silenced. But even with his mind caged, you can feel his power.
These things have stayed interesting.
As the Githyanki prince takes his blade, a silent cry pierces your head. It's unlike any sensation you've ever felt.
You reek of Illithid. You took advantage of my powers, and you slaughtered my honor guard. Nonetheless, it seems we must be allies.
Your Majesty, the Prince of the Comet, Gith's true heir. It is an honor.
Do not patronize me. You rejected the Illithid when it no longer suited your needs. No doubt you freed me because it suits you now. I will neither forgive nor forget your abuse of my powers. the opportunity to surrender yourself to my honor guard, they would have given you a noble end. Any worthy individual destined to become Geik would have done so. My guard would have freed me, and I would have stopped the Elder Brain before it evolved into a Nether Brain. All that suffering, avoidable, were it not for the choices you made. In this, we are aligned. I am obliged to overlook your transgressions. We will destroy the Netherbrain together, and put a stop to this nascent empire before it expands into the stars.
The Geik was correct about one thing. The Netherbrain's power is beyond us. The hardest metal in the world would not cut through its mind, for it is made of thought itself. At this point, it will take an Illithid to unleash the full potential of the Netherstones.
There is not.
We face a Netherbrain. For there to be one way to defeat it is unlikely enough. There will not be another. Just as I was free, I will do it. I will become Illithid. I will sacrifice my soul for my people. I will end the grand design.
My prince, you cannot. This is not your burden to bear.
The Netherbrain will be only too pleased to claim me.
My prince, no!
Even in my darkest hours, I knew it was my destiny to save my people. I could never have imagined this would be the way. Give Kartavkim crushed.
All to wield these. Let us seek out the Netherbrain and finish this. Once the grand design is ended, kill me. It is the very least you can do.
Come. It's time for us to meet our fates and end this Illithid nightmare.
You know this might be the easy part. No planning, no doubt. Just the impossible task ahead.
I will not forget what you did here today, nor will the Githyanki people. We have unchained the true bear. First, he will lead us to victory against the Netherbrain. Then, he will loose the Githyanki from Vlakit's undead talons.